Back to, are we unmuted? Welcome back to London Football TV. We are about to get things going here live from Western University. We've got the visiting Peterborough Wolverines, and I believe we've got O Canada about to kick off here, Ron. So we'll let O Canada get rolling, and we'll get back to it. Back for what is the 8 o'clock and number 2 of 12 games going on here this weekend. The visiting Peterborough Wolverines against your London Junior Mustangs. Coach Alec Miles getting his boys all amped up. Coach Owen Jordan on the Peterborough side of things getting ready to rock. Got his boys rolling here. And Ron, what a heck of a game we just played. I hope this one's just as crazy.
Yeah, really. We kind of talked about, how the first game that was really – we thought that was going to be a highlight game. Don't sleep on any of these games either. This is the Super Bowl for these guys. Doesn't matter what championship they're playing for. They're playing for a championship. Both teams come in at 3-4, but won 2-0 in the playoffs. Peterborough scored 64 points.
Yep, and awesome, Ron. We'll continue that thought. Let's send it down to Darren Stevenson's sideline. Take it away, Darren.
Two of 12 over the course of the weekend here. The Peterborough Wolverines are the opponent here tonight, and if this game is anything like the first game that we had, boy, oh boy, are we in for quite a game here tonight. It was a victory in the U16 matchup for the Sarnia Sturgeon. They head back down the 401 and the 402 in the victory, and we will wait and see here what happens tonight. The London Junior Mustangs, Peterborough Wolverines, they're getting all fired up. We're ready. This is Championship OSFL Weekend, Game 2 of 12. 519 Sports highlights interviews. Adam and Ron with it absolutely incredible on the live stream. London Football TV. Like and subscribe to London Football TV to watch the action all weekend long. Purple Pride, that's what they're hoping for here tonight at Alumni Stadium of Western University. For the call, let's send it back up top. Adam, Ron, up to you.
And we're back. Thank you so much, Darren. You know what? It's been fun, Ron. Normally, it's just you and me up here talking on microphones. We got people in these broadcasts. We got the sideline guy, Lawson, giving awesome shots. We got Darren Stevenson down on the field. We got a 519 guys in tandem with London Football TV. Let's get back on your thoughts here quickly before kickoff happens here, Ron.
The two very evenly matched teams. Peterborough started the season slow and then went on a run. Won 3 of their last 4. London started the season on a heater, going 3-0, then lost their last 4 in a row. Really right the ship in the playoffs, only allowing 8 points in the playoffs, where Peterborough's only allowed 19 points in the playoffs so far this season. So again, should be a really, really evenly matched team. I'm telling you now, dude, I love the orange and black.
Yeah, I knew you did. Hit me up again. They're inspired by
The Oregon State Beavers.
What a great team.
I love it.
Well, it looks like number 8 about to kick off here for the Peterborough Wolverines. So that's Caden Curtis, if we have the number correctly, who's coming around on a bit of a wild run here, going for a little chip shot. But no, we're going to get this one. And the Stangs will go to work. We'll get to the number on the returner here shortly.
Yeah, it's hard to pick up the numbers from the Stangs. I think it was number 34.
I think you would be correct in saying that, Mr. Forwerda. Check that. There's no 34 on the sheet. So we'll get a number. Great job on the returner.
It had a 4 on the back side of it.
I believe you. All right. Well, we're getting to work here. Live from Western. Out of Melrose, Ronnie Forwerda on the call. The clock is in, and we're going to see what Alex Miles' U14AA offense is all about. And we've got somebody right now walking up to the booth. Everybody always thinks we're the PA guys.
We're not the PA guys.
Yeah, let me let you in on a secret. That's the guy in the middle with the big voice. So here we go. Quarterback. Getting it just taking himself. Nice, big, tough running up the middle here, Ron. Take me through it. That's going to be about an 8-yard pickup, though.
Yeah, it's just a quarterback power straight ahead there. All you're doing is running Wildcat. That's their backup running back that they slided in that quarterback. And number 9 was the cue there and got the carry. So number 1 comes back in for the junior Mustangs after a gain of 7 on the play. So we are looking at a 2nd down and 3 for the Mustangs. Break the huddle. 3 to the field, 2 to the boundary, 1 in the running back position. Handoff to number 23. Takes it over the right-hand side. Met in the backfield. Breaks a couple tackles. Keeps his legs driving for a gain of 7 yards on that. Stangs get a great drive there. And again, this is a really, really dynamic running game. They love to pound the rock.
Well, in talking with Coach Miles and even Coach McClure pregame, they really just said, what got us here is pounding the rock, Ron. There's no sense in getting away from it. And I think we're seeing that here right now as London comes back out here in a 2x2 king look, sending a bunch of guys in motion. We're going to hand this one off to the back, and who's going to pick up maybe gets the line to get here.
He got back to the line of scrimmage, and that is about it. Good job by the linebacker scraping across there. Coming over top and running underneath the alley and cleaning that up. I think it was number 47 with the tackle, I think.
So 47.
Nope. Might have been 91, Adam. Looking at the numbers now.
All right, I'm
back.
Guys,
remember, I'm an old man.
No apologies needed, Ron, as we give this one off to the running back, but he is stuffed
96.
in the backfield by number 96. We got to give hats off to our man, Andrew Briggs, on the TFL here, Ron.
Yeah, he was there. You got another roster?
That's another set of these.
All right.
Yeah,
perfect.
There we go.
So we got our stuff. So we're cooking with gas now, Adam.
Yep. It's, you know what? In most cases, we don't have rosters at all.
No,
so the fact that we have 2 copies is special.
I like that.
I'm going to give you a copy. You got your glasses on. You can read today, maybe. No, all right, here we go. 3x2. No, we're moving all around the field here to make it 2x2. We got our man in the backfield.
Procedure.
As Kowalczyk is...
We had the left tackle there move early.
Kowalczyk out there just hooting and hollering and stomping his feet in the backfield there, Ron. It looks like Glenn Mills might be joining us here shortly as well.
Great to see Mr. Mills up there.
Yeah.
So 5-yard penalty called against the Mustangs. We're looking at a 3rd down and very long now. 3rd down and about 17 here. Coach Mills, come on in. How are you, sir? Excellent, excellent.
Well, London going back to work here, Ron. 3x2 as Kowalczyk is having a look to the boundary side. Lets this one go. Bit of a duck. Nobody there underneath it, but it looks like maybe he was looking for number 84 for the London Junior Mustangs and Colin Stokely.
Yeah, you had a couple receivers there that were in the area. But again, I think that's that flag pattern that they try to hit on the sidelines there. Not much happening in there, and we're going to see the Mustangs punt today. Let's just see what the Peterborough defense with the Peterborough special teams. Look, the story of the first game was special teams and defense. Let's see if that carries out forward. Mustangs have a guy onside. So, again, watch for that man, but he runs himself out.
Well, punt is away here. We looks like number 11 back catches it in the air here, Ron.
Love it.
Joking and jiving, flags a flying. And we get a couple of yards, and we're going to see Peterborough go to work here. But number 11, that's going to be Levi Page on the return, Ron.
Return it to the 35-yard line, depending on what the foul is here. I'm just trying to pay attention to the white hat. Blindside block. So the pedestrian block is what they called. So that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Peterborough's going to have the ball here at the 20-yard line. It's a 15-yard penalty for that.
Well, thanks for joining us here at London Football TV. Just a reminder, that QR code on the screen is for the Football Ontario 50-50 Gridiron. Current pot sitting at around $61,000. As low as a $10 ticket could take home well over $30,000. So be sure to scan that, share that with your friends, and appreciate everybody joining us here on the YouTube stream as well. And game number 2 of 12 this weekend, Ron, and all sorts of fun guests. We got Glenn Mills here, who we're going to bring on shortly as well, too, from the Essex Ravens. His club's got a game in the morning. We're excited to call that one as well. And I believe Mr. Aaron Giesler up in here hanging out. The press box is way more full than normal here, Ron. So,
well, yeah, it's a big event. So,
yeah.
let's get all the big people around.
Absolutely. So, Peterborough under center. Quarterback is going to hand this one off to his back. Nice speed here. He's going to get about, might be 8 or 9 yards on that carry.
9 yards on that. This is just a straight, outside off tackle play that they're running. Got a lead blocker coming through. Pick up a nice block there by number 80. Picked up the guy. Good blocking downfield. And you got second down and 2 here for the Wolverines. Yeah,
Xavier Frew handing that one off to Levi Page. Nice, Levi just kind of shot out of a cannon there. That's a really nice run. I'm going to imagine we're going to see him run the ball a little bit today, Ron, as we hand it back to him, and he makes a couple of guys miss, gets a huge pickup. A flag flies, but if it's on London, that's going to be a first down.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what the penalty flag was, but they're offsetting their fullback there, and they're bringing him through the hole. Mustangs better adjust to that. So this is going against London. They're pointed against London there, so it's a 15-yard penalty, so probably a face mask.
Yeah, I thought I saw the referee in the black hat. I mean, that's all of them in the back here.
Except one.
Yeah, sorry. He doesn't have the white stripes on it, or at least he's just too far away to see it. So fresh set of downs for Peterborough, and they are just shy of the 55 here. So at the 54.
So they got a tight end on that side, fullback offset. Are they unbalanced line too? They got 3 over there. Nope, they're not on balanced line, but they got the tight end over there and the fullback offset basically in that tackle. Yeah.
Well, interestingly enough, when I spoke with Owen Jordan of the Peterborough Wolverines, he said top offensive line or offensive players to look for. He just put the offensive line. I like it. Bad snap, and we're just going to dive on this one. So Xavier Frew saves this one, second down. Yeah, it was kind of fun to go through and ask all these guys. And literally all he put was offensive line and 4 exclamation points, maybe 6. So I'm going to assume our head coach is also the O-line coach, Ron, if that's where we're sending it. Yeah.
But, hey, if it's good to see this. The Mustangs, they got to bump someone out there. They're starting to move their linebacker over a little bit. But I think you got a guy coming off in the air and the ground.
Yep. Frew again hands it back to that rocket that he's got in the backfield, and number 11 of Levi Page. And another healthy run here for about 5 yards, Ron. So 3rd and 5.
I'd say it's about a 6-yard gain on that. And again, it's just they're not hiding what they're going to do. They're just going to run that power play or that lead play basically right behind that fullback on the tight end side. Till London adjusts to that, it's not broke, don't fix it.
Well, and we're back in U14 ball here too, right? So 4 downs.
Down football.
Yeah, it's fun bouncing between the two when we do these back-to-backs. So same look here from Peterborough. Frew gives it back to Page again, and Page just having a healthy little running game today.
Well, he's going to be short. This time the Mustangs linebackers were able to scrape him up, held him to a gain of about 2. So we're looking at a 4th down, short 3 or a long 2 here, Adam. As we see substitutions coming in here, Peterborough breaks the huddle, no punting on this team's mind. They're going to go for it. Bring the fullback in as well. So they really do have an offset going on here.
Yep, I thought that was going to be a bit of a procedure call here, Ron, but nope, that'll be enough for a first down for Peterborough.
Silent snap. It's just 0 count. Just go up and pat the center's butt, and the way the quarterback goes.
Well,
Look at the center, the ball snapping is the only thing that has to move to be onside.
correct.
No one else moved, and the quarterback just dove forward for a gain of about 4 and moved the sticks.
Well, halfway through the first quarter here, Ron, Peterborough moving the ball very, very nicely down the field. And we'll see what Xavier Frew is going to dial up here. He's going to give it back to his man, Page. And Page, again, kept finding the edge, picking up a healthy pickup here.
Yeah, they're just outmanning them at the point of attack right now. Good drive here by Peterborough. Just keep doing the exact same thing. The Mustangs are trying to cut underneath it. You can kind of see the linebacker coming through there. Unfortunately, he doesn't quite get there. And if you're counting on that backside guy to make the tackle, that's not going to happen until he's 8-10 yards downfield.
Well, 2nd and 5 here for the Peterborough Wolverines in the orange and black on your screen. Xavier Frew under center gives it back to Page again. Let's just keep running it, Ron, because it's working.
Love it.
And picks up probably just shy of a first down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gain of about 4 on that to bring up that 3rd down and 1. And again, they're just out physicaling them and they're outnumbering them at the point of attack right now. That's literally all it is. You've got a 4-man front and you got a linebacker playing against, you got a 50-man front now. Straight ahead for the quarterback dive, move the sticks. And again, great philosophy. Come on the road in a hostile environment. You're expecting a big crowd with it being the Mustangs' home field. Take the crowd out of it early and go on a drive. This is what got you to the dance. Keep doing it.
Heck yeah. Well, I'll talk to you a bit more about Coach Owen Jordan's philosophy here as Frew under center again. Gives us one back to Page, but holy, we got a little stuff in the backfield. So hats off.
Number 40.
Number 40, the London Junior Mustangs. That's Jackson Orr finally getting a little bit of pressure. I was going to say, when we're talking philosophies here, Coach Owen Jordan saying that, I asked him, well, is there anything else I need to know about your team? And he goes, we just really love Timbits and Freezies. So I'm wondering how much sugar they had pregame because, that little Page kid's been like shooting out of a rocket on sugar right now. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, that was one of the best answers of the week for sure. So 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13 here. Frew still under center. He's going to roll out to his right side, put this one in the air, and he was looking for, I believe, number 6, and incomplete on that one. But that was Tristan Buckingham.
So this is just a long drag route here coming from the backside. You can see 6 coming all the way across there, and you're not accounting for the tight ends lining up. And if you're playing that run so hard that you're letting the guy go, that kind of pass is going to be open all day long.
Absolutely. So 3rd and 12 here for the visiting Peterborough Wolverines.
I expect pressure here from the Mustangs. Watch for number 40 to be blitzing.
Yeah, 40 came flying in untouched there. So let's see what we get here, Ron. We're going to give this back to Page. No, we're going to roll out again. Oars and trail. And we were looking at the same connection. Incomplete again here, Ron. 4th down.
And again, same type of pattern. It's just that tight end's trying to release and get downfield. He would have been close to the 1st down. No, he would have had it if he was catching it. But again, hey, we talked about that in that first game, how we want our quarterbacks to square your shoulders, settle your feet, and deliver the ball. That time when he threw the ball, his throw shoulder was behind. You got to square that around to get that ball when you're moving. 4th down and 12. It looks like they're going for it, Adam.
Well, this deep, maybe no punt game, but
well, that's the thing. We don't know what's going on here.
No, I do see 2 for 2 on field goals for their kicker as we see Frew just keep it for himself. He's got an edge, got a great block downfield. He's going to get right. No, he stays in. He's going to go out about the 7-yard line here. Great play from the quarterback.
Yeah, just a really good job. He had a guy wide open right away here. He's got him wide open. The rush doesn't quite get there. And off to the races we go. It turns the corner, does a good job.
I like seeing his receiver downfield being like, just get going, baby, get going. That's good teammanship there, huh, Ronnie?
So they're going to put the ball at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal for the Wolverines. Heading into 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. No score in this game. Opening drive for Peterborough here, chewing up a lot of clock.
Yep, just under 3 minutes here in the first quarter as we see Frew again under center.
It's going to the left.
He's got his boy Page. Page is looking twitchy right up the middle, finds a nice hole, keeps his feet pumping, gets up to about the 1 yard line here, Ron.
Yeah, down to about the 2 or the 1, depending on the spot here. It's just, look at you're starting to over pursue that in there. They're just it's just lead. It's power lead. That's all it is. And they're running the gaps. They're getting outmanned at the point of attack, running power lead, and they just don't have enough bodies to do that. You got to make an adjustment. You got to make it quick if you're the Mustangs.
Yeah, we got Ethan Peddle in the backfield.
Touchdown.
No, Fru's just going to keep it, but a flag flies here, Ron.
I think you got the Mustangs lining up offside. We'll wait for the call.
Well,
I believe it's a Peterborough touchdown. You got flags on both sides of the field.
Offside London, procedure Peterborough. No, touchdown. All right, well, let's see it again here. Let's get the replay so we can give it a proper bit of love here. We got a good shot from sideline guy Lawson. So touchdown Peterborough, 6-0 lead here, and the PAT crew is coming out, Ron.
Hey, that was a great drive. Way to maintain possession of it, establish your presence, establish the physicality. We talked about that in the first game that we did, Adam, how you want to keep running the ball, keep grinding that out, and that's what happened. Extra point is good. The physicality really, really wore Toronto down in the second half, and certainly was able to pull away. Look, we could be looking at a similar play here for Peterborough, the way that this is going.
Right on. Well, Mr. Glenn, you want to hop on and have a chat with Ron here for a second, sir? This one will be you. And we'll get you in. And I'll let you guys take the call here for a minute. But Mr. Glenn Mills of the Essex Ravens Association, appreciate you joining us, sir.
Well, thanks for having me, Adam.
Great to see you up here again, Coach Mills. We did a game a couple years ago. The varsity game, the AA championship on that Sunday. I remembered it was the team out of Ottawa and North Bay, and it was the same type of thing. They just ran power lead all game and weren't able to adjust the numbers at the point of attack.
Yeah, it was great. This Peterborough team. I mean, they like you were talking earlier on, they just outgapped them, right? They kept coming with the tight end and the fullback, and then they changed it up real nice when they went backside lead, and they were over pursuing on the front side. So they got a nice little game plan, these guys.
Yeah, I really like that. Peterborough's really come out to fire. Good kick, able to put the ball on the ground there and make the Mustang returner chase it. Ball's returned to the 25-yard line, and here you go. Peterborough, they were able to stop them last time on defense. Let's see if we can get another stop for Peterborough. London needs to put a drive together here. 2:09 left to go in the first quarter. Wolverines do lead 7-0.
Yeah, they're fired up. You've seen them; they're just jumping around there. Even they're playing with a lot of excitement, a lot of energy, which is great.
4 to the field, 1 to the boundary. It's an empty set for the Mustangs. They roll a running back in. Jet sweep, handoff to number 25, trying to get it off. Peterborough does a good job of getting that edge there. Really good job of getting that edge and nowhere to go. Drops him for a loss of about 5. Try to get that jet sweep. Look at that. Number 84 there, number 64 does a good job.
Great pursuit. Yeah. Great pursuit getting to the ball. You know what's funny is if you look at London's line, they're very, very large kids. Like, I don't know why they're just not playing this downhill. Like, I think they outsize them. And they're just, they look like a big physical group, and they're trying to go outside here. Like, just pound the ball at these guys.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you there, Coach. Peterborough is in a wide 4-man front, trying to hit, and again, great job of defense there. Pass is complete to number 16 for the Mustangs, but wrapped up right away by number 40. That's 2 plays in a row for number 40. Watch him slow play that. He almost had a chance to pick that off.
Yeah, and a great pursuit by number 11 getting to the football as well.
Yeah, I really like how Peterborough's come out and firing here on all cylinders. I love it. It was a great game earlier today. We expect nothing but 10 other great games after this one tonight. Mustangs break the huddle 2-by-2 with a fullback offset to the field. Back to pass, taking a shot downfield. Pass is complete for the Mustangs. Takes it beyond the 35-yard line. Brought down about the 38-yard line.
Great.
Gain of 15 on the play. Enough to move the sticks. First down, Mustangs.
Great concentration. I mean, he was triple covered. Watch this. They have 3 guys around him. Like, he just
4 guys around him.
Yeah, this
Holy
is a
cow.
fantastic catch. Like, he goes up a little bit and gets his hands out from his body and makes a catch. And again, Peterborough right on him trying to strip the ball.
Yep. gutsy throw it into quadruple coverage there. Not sure if I would have.
I mean, these kids are. People got to remember these kids are 13 and 14 years old.
Yeah.
They're not. They're not young men. They're just little kids.
Inside handoff for the Mustangs, break it out. I believe that was Cooper that got the ball. Takes it out to the 45-yard line for a gain of 7 on the play. We're going to have a second down, or gain of 6 on the play. Second down and about 4 here.
Yeah, they seem to be. London seems to be settling a little bit here. They're, mixing up a little bit of run, a little bit of pass. They came inside that time, and like I said, if you look, Peterborough's playing a 3-man front. They're jumping between a 3-man and a 4-man front, and I just don't know why they're not just banging this thing up inside and just beating them up.
Well, again, as we get to the end of the first quarter, Wolverines lead 7-0 on a very impressive opening drive by Peterborough, who had the ball for over 8.5 minutes and took basically all the time off the first quarter. And if you want to, how do you go on the road and win a game? Limit the amount of possessions that the home team has.
You know what? Listen, you're exactly right. You want to win football games? Control the football, right?
Yep.
Keep the other team's offense off the field. You're going to win games, and they did a fantastic job.
Inside handoff to number 9 for the Mustangs this time. Gain of a couple on the play. Looks like we're going to have a third down and about 2 on that.
That was a stout little play there by Peterborough. Like, there was some good contact at the line of scrimmage and standing guys up. And
the linebackers are. I'm impressed with the linebackers. They're not afraid of coming downhill. Adam and I talked about it in the first game. Boy, does Sarnia and Toronto ever work on tackling.
Yeah.
In the offseason, and you can see that Peterborough does the same thing. Kids, fundamentals. Inside handoff, breaks it off with the outside run, keeps driving his legs, hits it about to midfield. Big run of about 10 yards for the Mustangs. Just a power off tackle to the left.
So the linebacker jumps inside here. He jumps inside the fullback, and he opens up the door for the young man to get yards. Like, he would have actually, if he stayed outside leverage on him, I think he probably would have tackled him for no gain. And he tried to undercut him, and he got caught. And the young man, I mean, a big kid back there too, the number 6 there. I think it's 6 or 9.
Number 9 there.
Yeah, he's a big kid. He's running downhill real hard.
Yeah, Cooper with the handoff, number 23 for the Mustangs. Gain of about 2 or 3 on that. There you see that backside slice coming through. So they're trying to run the power on that. After they're going to mark it as a gain of about 3 here. We can get that replay. Watch the fullback offset here. Okay, so the fullback's coming across. He's trying to do the kick, and you're trying to get that wrap through there. And then the running back's just coming through that hole. Again, the defensive end does a good job of negating that puller. Double pullers coming here. Mustangs break it outside. Number 23 takes it to about the 44-yard line. The 46-yard line. Really close to a first down, enough to move the sticks. First down, Mustangs.
On that power, when we run it, I'm a big power guy. I like power football, and they're coming straight across trying to kick the guy out. We kind of run a little bit of a banana route. We let him get upfield a little bit, so it's a much easier block for that guy, right?
It's almost running a trap. Let him get himself some leverage upfield. You just have to wall it.
Absolutely,
you don't have to make a killer block. You got to get in his way and allow the running back to use his vision.
Because depending on where he squeezes that guy at when you run it like that, is that the guy that's pulling and going up the hole sometimes can't get up the hole if they squeeze it too tight, right?
Wow, I'll tell you something. I'm impressed with Agent Zero there for the Wolverines. This is the kid who's playing corner or safety. He comes down. That's the defensive back coming downhill, making the play here. You can see the
31 does a great job bouncing it, and then
right
boom.
There.
Yep.
Again, we talked about it the first game. Looks like we're going to be talking about it a lot in this game too. Great tackling, open field tackling,
which is a very, very difficult skill, especially at this age. I mean, it's a tough skill at any age, but you see kids making plays like that at this age. That's a pretty talented young man.
Nowhere to go this time. Again, they're trying to run that power with the slice coming across. There you see it.
See, he missed them though, right?
Yep.
Because again, if you banana route that, he doesn't miss them.
Yeah.
Right? If he gets too deep and you don't banana route it, that's what's going to happen. He completely whiffed on him, and that's the guy who makes the tackle.
Yep, exactly. So again, you just sometimes slowing down and allowing the play to come to you works better too. Back to pass, taking a shot downfield. He's got his receiver there. Caught by number 9, takes it beyond the 20-yard line, inside the 15. First down, Mustangs. Number 9, I believe that's Alvarez.
I think it's number 5 that caught it. Is it 5? 5.
Yeah, okay, so that is Caleb Devon.
That's
the
a
receiver.
great job. Like, you see the young man's hands were up in his face. Like, that's great
High
concentration.
High point the ball.
Watch this replay. Watch this right here. It's actually could probably easily be a pass interference, right? Because he tries to face guard him, but the young man makes the catch. And
hey, I love it. So here we go. First down for the Mustangs, trying that jet sweep again. Look at the pursuit by Peterborough over the edge. There we go.
Great job.
Just, Coach, I ran jet sweep for 20 years before jet sweep was cool to run. And
see the problem with this is the tailback leaves too late, right?
Yeah.
And he's actually behind the motion guy, the slot. So he doesn't get out in front and kind of clean that up where the guy can cut underneath him.
We always used to have a call for our guys. When we call jet, that means set. It means everybody gets their butt going on set. If you leave on set there, he gets out there. But again, great pursuit by the linebackers all the way across the board. Taking a shot downfield, passes incomplete, intended for number 6. That's Hannigan, the intended receiver, falls incomplete. Third down, and after the loss on that first down play, 3rd down and 11 here for the Mustangs. Again, really good pursuit across the board by Peterborough.
Number 5 or 6, looking at 5. It looks like looking for the interference call, but that's just great coverage.
Yeah, there's no interference on that at all. It was great coverage downfield. Mustangs break the huddle, 2-by-2. King look offset to the field, one running back in.
Again, this tackle is leaving so early. The boundary tackle. Watch him on the replay here. This is super early when he leaves. I don't know how this isn't getting called. Oh.
Yeah, we didn't quite get.
If you back
we also had number 91 going with a little hand checking going on there. Mustangs keep the offense on the field, down 7-0. 4th down and 11 here at the 16-yard line. Need to get it inside the 5. Trying to H under. They had it read. Look, this is why you watch film. You knew it was coming.
Well, if you're going for it in 4th and 11, you're not throwing a 3-yard out or arrow. That ball's got to be delivered probably 8 to 9 yards downfield, and he's got to play for the next 2 yards. Yeah. But he's not catching the ball and running 10 yards for a first down.
No, and again, nowhere to go. Receiver covered there, receiver covered there, receiver covered there.
Those 3 points.
Got pressure coming off.
Yeah.
If you're going to run that, you got to run chip off of that.
They did a lot of great work there. I think the 3 points, maybe they don't have a kicking game. I'm not sure. I didn't watch this team too much this season. But, there you get 3 points. You at least get yourself settled down.
Then you got some momentum back into
Absolutely, right? Because you just kind of got dominated a little bit on defense, and you get a little bit of stuff back.
Here's a really powerful jet sweep. They got double blockers out front there. Got the edge, picks it beyond the 25-yard line, out of bounds at about the 26. That's going to be really close.
Second and 1 and a half.
I think it's 2nd and 1 here. Number 3 for the Wolverines outside.
So they go from like a power backfield set to now they're running a little bit of.
Well, if we can get that replay one more time, look at you got 1, 2, 3, 4 extra guys out there blocking. So that was a slot back on the field side coming all the way across.
They definitely. Oh, here we go. Here's this power offset again.
But they got Deuce in the backfield now.
Yeah.
So, quarterback keeps it this time. Makes the first man miss. Makes the second man miss. Out to the edge. Breaks a tackle.
He's gone.
He's gone. Down at the 40.
This kid's a
30.
football player.
Wow. Number 17 for the Wolverines at quarterback. Touchdown house call from.
It's funny because they showed pass formation, right? When they were in that last time, they passed the football. They did a little split back shotgun, and they both led block. And, he got that edge, and he's gone. This kid can play football.
Timbits and Freezies from Coach Adam, the interview with the head coach. Man, these guys are hopped up on it. They're up 14-0 or 13-0, barring the extra point here. What a big run here.
What a smart play by these guys trailing, right? Like there's London guys, they don't touch them. They just let them, they wall them off. It's smart football at that age.
Snap is down, the kick is away, and it is good. 6:46 left to go in the first half. Wolverines jump out to a 14-0
You don't want to
lead.
come back to it, but those 3 points probably would have at least kind of helped right now because 14-0. The game's not over, but I mean, that was quick. What was that, 3 plays?
Yeah, exactly. And, they went from we're going to take 8 minutes off the clock and bludgeon you with it to, yeah, how about this? We're going to show a jet sweep and we're going to cut inside of it with a quarterback run.
Yeah, it's a little like almost like a quarterback power lead or.
Yeah, that's exactly. And again, just a really good job. I'm really impressed. I knew this Peterborough team was decent.
It's funny. I didn't know what to expect from them, right? Like, I mean, they're way up there. You don't know how much football how much, top end football they actually play. I mean, London, is going to be tested. They run a great program here. So this is very surprising. I mean, these kids are playing really, really hard. It's great to see.
Again, Peterborough kicks the ball off, drives it downfield. It is caught at the 30-yard line in the air, takes it beyond the 40. It's number 16, drops his shoulder, takes it to about the
there's a fumble, but they're going to call
48-yard line. That is Hudson Dopf. The backup quarterback is also the returner for the Mustangs. Takes it to about the 50-yard line. Great return. I think there's a really generous spot. That should be coming back to about the 48, which is exactly where they have it spotted. So Mustangs, down 14-0.
It's almost crucial that they get some points here, right? I mean, you just can't afford You can't afford to drive down the field here again and come away with nothing.
Peterborough's really playing kind of a different style of defense. They got linebackers everywhere. It's an amoeba defense almost.
It's a 3-man front, right? And they're overloading the short side of the field, daring them to run wide side, and then it looks like they're rolling some guys up late and making some plays here. But look at the gap between. There's a massive gap between the nose tackle and the.
The defensive end was still there. It still had outside leverage out there. It's.
Here we go. Now they're coming to a 4-man front. Maybe this guy wasn't on the field last play. 63.
They are 14-year-olds after all. Wow. Number 91 again shoots the gap and does a great job of wrapping them up.
That play was made simply, yes, the young man made the tackle, but if you look at 63 right now that's getting blown back, takes on the double team, which doesn't allow those guys to get to the linebacker, right, which frees up, I think it was 53 that you said made the tackle?
91 actually made the tackle. Again, just a really – he's shot out of a cannon a number of times.
Yeah. Again, hats off to 53 for sucking up that double team. So here we are again in this wide 30 front.
Back to pass, taking a shot downfield.
And the guards don't know what to do here for London. They just don't know what to do. Like they're just standing there, kind of mesmerized, and they're not getting upfield. They're not doing anything.
That was pass pro, but it's like nobody's rushing.
They don't know what to do. Like they really have them stymied.
It's kind of like you go back a couple years ago when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. All they did was rush 4. They never blitzed once in that game against the Chiefs. They dropped 7 in the coverage.
It reminds me of many, many years ago. For many, many years, when between the OPFL, the OVFL, the Great Lakes Football League, we were a 34 front. So we were the only guys. Everyone used to laugh at us because we played a 3-man front, right? And it's crazy. It was crazy productive in regards to forced fumbles, interceptions, and stuff like that. And kind of brings me back to those days where I see these guys playing a 30 front.
Yeah, anytime you can play an odd front, it's tough to defend. And again, punt is recovered at the 35-yard line for the Wolverines, so they're going to take over the ball.
London needs to
step up, and they need it now.
They need to step up here.
You cannot afford to go down 3 scores in this game here. But again, Peterborough has come to play. They look the part coming out on the field. They were amped up. They watched London came out and celebrate. They all stood there and watched it. You could kind of see it collectively. Okay.
And I was in the Labatt's Lounge just watching with some of the executive and stuff. And when Peterborough got here, I was surprised how big they are. They have some big kids.
That was one of the things I noticed. Oh, look at this cross buck motion.
He's gone. He's gone
again.
Oh my goodness, that's a great job.
There's a penalty flag on the far side of the field.
What a stutter step. This is gonna be. I think this is a defensive offside. Hold on, he's telling him not to move, but I think that's what this is.
I'm not sure. The way that they
procedure. He's calling procedure.
So they had. Watch, you got guys going there. They didn't have enough guys on the line.
The guy that was on the line over here went across.
Yep.
And I don't think he got it back up to the line of scrimmage.
Well, again, just another huge play. And again, you got to break down. Yeah, Peterborough.
They got some speed, eh?
wow.
They got a few guys that get out in the open. They're gone.
This team is good, like really, really good. You look at that and you go, wow, like they're 3-4. They started the year 0-3, but then they went on a heater. And boy, did they go on a heater. They won 28-14 over Clarington, 36-20 over North Bay, 39-12 over Oshawa, then lost to North York. The Lions there 42-14, and then in the playoffs 59-6 over Oshawa, and then going into North Bay and avenging that loss from earlier in the year to win at 15-13.
Yeah. This is a nice looking team, a good solid little football team here.
2 receivers to the field, or 2 to the boundary, 1 to the field, 2 running backs in. Just a quarterback lead. And again, no linebacker there.
Gone. He's gone.
Gone again.
So
Off to the races. Number 17 is the quarterback.
So that you can see the quarterback changes the play here. So the lineman or the linebacker goes from inside. He walks up to the edge, and then what's he do? He audibles inside because he knew there was nobody inside, and there he goes.
Just a smart heads-up football player. Well-coached team. I'm very, very impressed with this Peterborough team. First down at the 42-yard line.
They have definitely watched some film.
Yeah, boy, have they ever. And again, this is one of the great things about, about this. Everybody, especially when you get to the AAA levels, you got to exchange film. We have
the pool system now, which is fantastic. Yeah, it's when you got to put it up there within 48 hours of your game, and so it's a huge tool, right?
So offset. Power look to the
Get
boundary.
Up on the line, there's short a guy.
There he goes. Okay.
Quarterback
There's
run
that
again
slice. Here. Watch him come underneath. There it is, underneath it. Pass complete.
He's
Turns
gone.
the corner.
Touchdown.
Number 88.
Touchdown.
Inside the 5. Touchdown, Wolverines. Is there a flag on the play? There is a flag on the play at the 21-yard line. Pass was complete to number 88 for the touchdown. Let's see the penalty. Usually if there's a penalty up there, that's a peel back.
Well, this might be illegal man downfield.
No, because it was really quick.
Oh.
Did they show a face mask?
No, he showed a rough play. He called a horse collar. That's what he called. Did someone drag somebody down by the thing?
Right there. Somebody was tackled inside the box. So it's going to be after yards gained. It will be a first down for Peterborough at the 36-yard line.
Whew.
That's 2 they've had called back on this drive.
Yeah. London's escaped those ones, boy.
But it's the third time the charm for the Wolverines here to go up 3 scores.
I'll tell you one thing, they definitely have them off balance, and they don't know which way they're going. I mean, they're attacking inside, they're attacking outside, they're running power, they're running sweep, but it's all over the place.
Motion across the field. Here comes that inside handoff. Caught in the backfield this time by number 11, Jackson Orr, the linebacker for the Mustangs.
So the young man was late, and that's the problem. What happened was the slot back was late, which delayed the tailback getting the little bit of a cross, like a little bit of a cross buck or whatever you want to call it, right? He was late getting that. He had to hesitate, and then the young man shot the gap.
That was Dopp, the tackle, and it was almost like an inside trap.
Yeah.
Like an old school, like show all the eye candy and everything else, but just follow the ball. It's a trap play. You're just trying to run inside of that, but didn't quite get there in time. Linebacker shot it. Second down and 15 here. Ball is at the 43-yard line. Wolverines with the ball. Checking the plays there. 2-by-2 offset to the right. Penalty flag on the play. Blown down right away. This is going to be procedure against the offense.
But he's on the line. Is he calling the guy?
Did he move? He moved early.
But he can come down the line.
So.
Like, I don't know what he's calling here. Like.
Guard.
Oh, okay.
The guard.
I thought he was calling the guy that was cracking the end.
No, it was the guard. Unfortunately, he moved a little bit early.
I tell you, they come back. They get 2. Like I said, they get 2 called back on this drive alone, and now all of a sudden they got 4 penalties in a row. They're kind of self-destructing here right now. They're going backwards.
You got the ball now at the 47-yard line of the Mustangs. Second down, and we're going to say about 20 here.
Yeah, it's You got to get some yards here.
2 to the field, 2 to the boundary. Fullback offset to the field. Motion coming, little crack. Here comes number 17 on the outside
goodness.
power.
This is huge.
There's nobody there. And again, linebacker scrapes across. Number 26 with the tackle.
Just like that, he picked up about 12 yards.
Yep.
So he's going to be 3rd and 8.
Again, just, you're
3rd and 9.
They're just getting outmanned at the point of attack. That's literally all it is. You get the motion. You're getting a crack from the outside.
Yeah, getting bad angles, trying to flow to the ball.
And it's just Peterborough looks very, very athletic. And
London's got a lot of guys on the line of scrimmage, right? So once they get by the first wave at the line of scrimmage, there's nobody back there. So it's always a big play.
Yeah, and again,
look at how many guys we got at the line of scrimmage right now. They got a lot.
You got 5 guys on the line of scrimmage and 3 linebackers.
Here comes a guy walking up now. See, they're all coming inside, and here he goes.
Penalty flag on the play. So I believe this is the 3rd one that's going to be called back on this. This is a hold.
This is crazy.
This is a hold against the Wolverines, unfortunately. And the white hat pointed right away. He was tackled at the top of the field there. And again, just really good job by Peterborough getting the tackle. But that's the 3rd touchdown in this drive.
I would like to know the yardage, just the yardage alone on the.
Well, you had 80 on that one. You had 30 on that one and another 45 on that one. You're 150 yards and penalties on this drive alone.
I mean, yeah, the average per rush, if you were counting those runs, the average per rush would have been crazy.
It's just, again, Peterborough's got the ball. We're going to have the 10-yard penalty marked off against them. London, I believe, called the timeout here. So we're going to make some serious adjustments here.
London's best defense right now is Peterborough's offense.
Yeah. Hate to say that, but you're 100% accurate on that.
So they come out, they play their first 2 drives, they play almost flawless football. And then this drive has just been what? I think they've had 5 or 6 penalties just this drive alone.
Yeah. And again, you're right. Like 6 in the last 7 plays.
Yeah.
That's the only reason that this is like not 21-0 at this point is Peterborough just can't just. Okay.
And I mean, the crazy part is London's, again, kind of lucky that if they score on the very first one, they're probably potentially had another score because they probably would have got the ball back again.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
You know what I mean? Because they're eating the clock while they're getting all these penalties.
Yeah, Peterborough definitely came into this game with a game plan. They knew what they wanted to do, and so far they're executing it to a T. I'm really impressed with the Wolverines. 2 to the field, 2 to the boundary. Fullback offset to the field. Ball is basically on the left hash. 1 running back in. Back to pass, taking a shot downfield. Pass intended, incomplete to number 6. Touchdown, Wolverines. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they do. No flags on this play.
My goodness.
Wolverines go up 21-0. Wow.
4 touchdowns on 1 series, right? And I mean, they only get 7, but that's crazy. Like the fact that, penalty yardage wise, I don't even know what they had. And I mean, they still come away with a touchdown at the end.
Great pass. No pressure whatsoever. Everybody sells out to pass block on that one and just drops a dime over the outside shoulder of the receiver, and it's a 45-yard touchdown reception.
Yeah,
Kick is good. 1:59 left to go in the half. Wolverines are up big in this game, 21-0. I thought this was going to be, a high-scoring game from both these teams. And we kind of saw flashes of it early.
Yeah, this is very, very surprising to me, Ron, honestly, because London, like I said, they're usually a very, very sound football team. And right now, I mean, they're not much to cheer about. They're getting beat physically. They're getting beat, I think, mentally at times right now. I think they're just getting flat out.
I think they're being outcoached at the moment.
And athletically, they're just getting whipped right now.
Yeah.
I mean, what is that? Take those 3 touchdowns. I think there's at least 6 guys that have scored.
You've got the running back who scored. You had the tight end that scored. The quarterback run.
That receiver just
the
there.
The receiver there.
Yeah.
You know,
There's a lot of guys.
like, wow. You're right. I think it's 6 different guys have scored touchdowns in this. Only 3 of them counted.
Look at this.
Onside kick attempt. Now, heads up play for the Mustangs.
Oh,
you got to maintain possession on that.
Oh, no. This is going back to Wolverines. He picked this up. No. This is going to go to Wolverines.
Yep.
All
He's got it, and he stripped it.
Oh!
And it's number 1 does the recovery for the Wolverines. And
oh, boy. Like, I feel so bad for that young man. What a heads-up play by the London, and he just drops the ball.
You just got to secure it. But again, Peterborough, great job. Heads up. Attack the ball. Strip at it.
They should have just left it, though. It wasn't going 10 yards. The play was
ball.
in
over.
about 2 seconds. The ref's blowing the whistle because the ball is completely stopped.
Well, and the other thing is, like, you've had no time to come over and bring your team over to make any adjustments. So you're literally going to be in the exact same defense
This
again.
is not good. No. This is not going to be good here. They're going to go for the gusto again.
They're going to go up 28-0 in the first half if London doesn't do something quick here. 2 to the field, 1 to the quarterback run, outside edge. Tackle by number 28, ripped down after a gain of 8 for the Wolverines.
He is so cool and so calm, this quarterback. I love him. Like, there's absolutely no panic, and again, the young man's maximum 14 years old.
Yeah.
He's commanding the offense. He's absolutely taking charge on the field.
Look, and a lot of these games, what you see here is teams that are a year away. They're usually a younger based team that have got some talent. That watch out for these guys next year, in the A flight, so to speak. That's the kind of thing that I've traditionally found in these AA games, is especially these where these teams are just not quite there yet either.
This Peterborough team is solid.
This is a really good football team.
Yeah, this is a very solid football team. They have a lot of weapons. They play with a lot of intensity.
Well, Peterborough was good like a couple years ago, I want to say, at U16 as well. U16 or maybe it was U18.
And they have look at their bench. They got a huge roster.
Yeah, like really great numbers, smart heads-up coaching. These guys came here on a business trip, and they're playing business. Inside handoff, another fullback.
If you take a look, that looked like it was supposed to go to the fullback.
I thought it was too, and then he pulled it.
He did, because I don't think the fullback realized he was getting it.
And then he hands it off to the tailback, and he still got 6 yards.
And he just gave it to the tailback. Tailback's like, hey, look what I got.
2nd down and 4 here for the Wolverines. 1:03 left to go in the half. 21
Look at this. Look at how fast they're getting in the ball. These guys are moving. This is great. They got 2 timeouts left still, and they're just
penalty flags fly. I think London lined up offside. It was just power offside or power off tackle there. We're gonna wait to see the ref. I believe this penalty is going to be declined.
No, procedure.
It is against Peterborough. I thought it was a London guy that lined up offside.
Procedure.
Okay, well, move it back 5 yards. Like, that really hasn't stopped them at any point.
Listen, at any moment, all they'll do is just throw a bomb.
Throw a bomb. You got that one-on-one coverage out there.
And he's got 88 can run. The other young man, I don't forget the guy's number out here, 6, I think it was.
Yeah, it was number 6.
He caught the deep ball. Like, there's just lots of guys they got.
But if they show that orbit motion again and get that corner of the track, which is what he did last time. And look,
they got single coverage here, man coverage.
Yep.
Like, don't be surprised if he bombs this up again. This is the exact same formation.
Yeah, and it's 7, and again.
Touchdown. Touchdown. Nope.
Number 0 with a big tackle for the Mustangs. Drags him down at the 20-yard line. Coach, you're 100% right. You see there's 7 men up. They bring him, and he just runs to where the gap is.
And he's I'm telling you right now, he is changing this. He's calling this at the line of scrimmage. He is changing whatever the play is, and he's pulling it, and he's hitting the edge, or he's hitting the inside where there's no leverage.
Hand me that clipboard over there. I want to know what this kid's name is, number 17. Number 17 carries the ball again for the Wolverines. Short gain on the play. So that's Newman. No, excuse me, wrong. That's Furr. Xavier Furr is the quarterback.
So they take their first time out here. All right.
You got 2 more plays then,
Well,
realistically.
they'll probably, with a timeout, they got at least 3. If they use the sidelines, they may have 4.
So again, Peterborough absolutely dominating this first half. We've seen huge run after huge run. And again, number 6 with that big touchdown. That was Buchanan with the reception for the Wolverines.
I think here you'll see, my guess is he's probably going to try and put this in the end zone here, I think, and just try and see if they can put the nail in the coffin for the first half here.
I really think he's got enough arm length on him as well.
Oh,
he might be able to hit this.
This is
Oh,
not
he
a problem.
threw that, and he threw that last one at the 45-yard line and dropped it inside the 20.
Yeah, he
And
can put this no problem in the end zone. And if they leave single coverage on this guy, I mean, this might be a fine young man out here, but he ain't covering that kid man to man.
No.
Without any help, it just isn't going to happen.
No, and again, like I know this Mustang team is primarily a lot of 13-year-olds.
Yep.
A lot of these kids will move up or will be back in this team next year, whether it be the AAA or the AA program. But that's what you usually see.
Here it comes. They're going to roll the safety over. So
no, they're not. Safety's going to take the slot.
Yeah,
you got one-on-one. But you got number 6 out here, 6-on-6.
Yeah,
I believe they changed the matchup.
This could be trouble here.
First back in at quarterback, takes the ball, runs it over the left-hand side, shows inside, outside, jukes the man, gets the edge, inside the 5, touchdown Wolverines. Did he step out of bounds?
He got in.
No, he did not. Number 17, Xavier Furr, is dominating this first half, 27-0.
I love the
Wolverines.
way he cut, pretending he was going to cut in. Right, to slow down slow down the guy. Okay.
Show it.
They
Get
spun
the
around.
linebackers to boot to jump up, and away you go.
Twice he gave a little stutter step to slow down and make it look like he was going to cut it up inside, and then boom, he bounced back outside. This is a shocker. I'm going to be honest. This is a shocker.
Caden Curtis is the kicker for the Wolverines. Snap is down. The kick is away, and it is good. 16 seconds left to go in the first half. Wolverines with a blowout here early, 28-0 in the first half. Coach, these boys came to play.
Yeah,
There's no other way of putting it.
it's impressive. It's impressive. Like they are again. There has been no letdown. There has been their focus and concentration has been outstanding.
Yeah.
Has been outstanding, even on the penalty riddled one drive. Right when they had 5-6 penalties,
6 penalties, 4 touchdowns called back.
They didn't crack.
Yep.
They stayed the course.
Keep doing it.
And they put it in the end zone.
And whatever can go, like the other side of that is whatever can go wrong for London is.
Yeah. Now the thing is you know what? They probably best here, honestly, recover the ball.
Yep.
Kneel down, go into the change room,
get to half,
and just regroup. And one thing they got to understand is that, listen, they put 28 up in a half, so can London, right? But you can only do it one play at a time.
Yeah, exactly.
So they just got to be smart. They just got to be relaxed and just start plugging away. I'm not sure who gets the ball. I think Peterborough gets the ball.
Peterborough gets the ball to start the second half. So the ball is kicked towards the sidelines. Goes out of bounds. Boy, he had a chance of getting that.
He did. He was really close.
He was really, really close on that. You better hustle on that.
This is textbook. Look at this.
Man, he is a half a step
That
away.
is a great kick.
Wow.
That is a fantastic kick by that young man.
We talked about it in the earlier game today between Toronto and Sarnia, how all the kicks, the kind of the gold zone on the kick is trying to get that ball between the number and the sideline.
Yes, it's huge, right?
Yeah.
And closer to the number, so if you do get a bounce, it doesn't go out of bounds.
Yeah.
Right?
Every one of the kicks in that game, every one of them landed about the 30-yard line in towards the sidelines. It was just nowhere to go. Mustangs back to pass intended for number 5, I believe it was.
I'm not sure, the last thing you need here is a pick six.
Yeah.
Right? Like.
So, second down for London, 10 seconds left to go. I kind of agree to you. Maybe run a draw or something like that.
Or even just kneel it down and regroup, right? Just kneel it down, let them take a breath, and regroup.
3 to the field, 2 to the boundary, 1 in the backfield. Inside handoff for the Mustangs. Takes it to the 45-yard line. 5 seconds left to go in the half after the gain of 3. 3rd and 7 here. Just nowhere to go. Just great penetration by Peterborough's dominating the offensive line, the defensive line.
So right now they're playing like a 3-3.
Yep.
And they got 6 DBs, and they're playing loose coverage. Well, I mean, they got two high safeties.
They got 2 high safeties 40 yards back. This kid ain't making that throw. Drops it into the bucket, though, at the 50-yard line. That's number 4 with the reception. That's Madden Platt with the reception. So, hey, some positive momentum coming out of that. But what a first half of football for the visiting Peterborough Wolverines. They're up 28-0, and a dominating performance here coming down the 401 today. And boy, did these guys come to play.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if they do get the ball at the half, the biggest thing London's got to do is they got to get a stop. They got to get a stop right away. They got to get some type of momentum going. London definitely has to score first of the second half if they have any chance of getting back in this football game.
Exactly. You got to avoid that point where it's run time.
Yeah, it's just
and
again, there's no question things didn't go their way, but there's 2 halves of football.
Yep, exactly. Right? Exactly. So we're going to take a little break here at halftime for Coach Mills. I am Ron Forwerda. We'll see you in about 12 minutes.
Here to London Football TV for OSFL Game 2 of 12 action here at Western University, Ron. Hats off to Glenn Mills of the Essex Ravens for popping in and having a chat with us, because what a beauty that guy is all the time. Anytime we can get Glenn involved, I definitely have to get him on a cast.
Yeah, absolutely. I've had the pleasure of calling a couple games, over the years with him, and it's so much fun because he's so accurate with his assessments, and it's instant.
Yeah.
And he's 100% right. He's like, look, this kid's he's doing this. They got to do this. If you do this, if you do that, there's the adjustments, So Peterborough up 28-0 over London to start the second half and will receive the opening kickoff.
Well, and we want to give a big shout out to everybody watching on the stream right now. This is a London Football TV in tandem gig with our good friends from 519 Sports Online as well too. So big team of 8 of us bringing you this game right now, and we'll be here all weekend long to deliver all dozen games that are happening here at Western. So appreciate you tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe button, then head on right over to 519 Sports Online. There's a bunch of great highlight clips that have been posted there already, so go follow them on all the socials. And we'll bring you second half action here in a 28-0 matchup here, Peterborough over London, Ron. And I think not the score most of the folks in purple in front of us were expecting at all.
No, like we kind of thought coming into this game that this Peterborough team was going to be good. We didn't think they were going to be this good.
Yeah, going for a little short kick here. It's going to bounce, and Page is going to pick this one up at about the 33-yard line. Makes a couple of guys miss, goes down around the 49, 50-yard line, and here come the Peterborough Wolverines.
And again, they've done a great job on all aspects of this game, and just really, I would expect nothing more of that. And again, we talked about that. Don't run the 200. Catch the ball. Go straight up field. It's exactly what they do.
Yep.
Catches the ball. Watch it. Doesn't wait. Great camera angle, and right up field. Accelerate through that, and away you go. Just a fantastic job.
Well, Frew and Page doing most of the damage here in the first half. Now, four touchdowns for Peterborough right now, Ron, but this could have been, 4 more that were all called back at different times?
They literally had 3 touchdowns called back on the one drive.
Yeah, I'm running around just fixing a few things here, and I keep seeing touchdowns, but they keep getting called back. So let's give this back to Page. Page got a nice little run up the middle. He's going to pick up about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and again, just that simple outnumber them at the point of attack. We're just running that power lead. It's this great. This going back to what they ran in the first half, and if they can chew clock on this and score on this drive, it's going to make it next to impossible for the Mustangs to come back.
Well, the offensive players to watch, as per Coach Jordan, was the offensive line, and they're absolutely putting on a clinic right now.
They 100% are.
As we give this one back to Page. Page juking and jiving up the middle, picks up another 3 yards. This should bring up 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3, and this quarterback has played really, really well as well. Number 17 for the Wolverines. He's changed plays into the right calls. Do we have a penalty on that? So yes, there was a penalty against Peterborough on that. 5-yard variety, so it must be an offside.
Somebody a little jumpy on the line there, Ron.
There we go. Oh. So 2nd down and 11 now for the Wolverines. Break the huddle.
Still tons of great body language from London. Look at the look. I mean, they're obviously making adjustments to what they see in the look, but Peterborough, just their heads are high. Obviously, when you 28-point lead, it's nice. As we're just going to take a direct snap here and try and get the edge, and this is Frew who's making it through and picks up a couple of yards, and this should bring up probably 3rd and about 7 now.
Yeah, and again, so that time we're going to show this replay one more time here. London overloads the box. They slide the 2 inside there, and that's him right there. And he almost makes the play in there, but that slot back, who is also over there, is uncovered. So if you're Peterborough's coaches, and what's the counter for every adjustment? I don't know, throw to the guy that's wide open.
Right. 3rd and 7 here for the Peterborough Wolverines with a nice, healthy 28-0 lead at the moment. 22 King look, couple guys in motion as Frew again out of the pistol just takes takes the snap and finds himself some yards and just shifty up the middle here, Ron.
Yeah, just look at, you got a pin there. Everyone's downfield blocking, and this kid's just, they go this way, go that way, and next thing you know, what should have been a 3-yard loss turns into a 4-yard gain, and we have a 4th and 4, and Peterborough is deciding to go for it. 4th and 3, excuse me. Simon's right for a change.
Does a great job keeping that down in distance. Good to go. What do we got here? King look again. Split backs. Couple staying in for protection. Frew finds his man who takes a knee right away, but does connect there with number 16.
So
That's Gabriel Vicarano Beardy.
That was 4th down, so penalty flag as well. I don't. They're calling something inside here. I don't know what they're. I think they got no penalty on the flag. Okay, no flag on there.
So
London
just turnover
holds.
on downs.
Turnover on downs. So that's a big stop for London.
Yeah, and they're getting a little bit of love from the crowd right now too, as they should. So, not a whole lot of production in the first half here, Ron. So maybe some adjustments that we were able to create with Coach Miles at halftime, and let's see what we're going to get from this drive.
Mustangs with pretty much their best field position with the ball at the 48, and they're going with the Rhino package again, taking a shot downfield. Pass is complete right up the middle.
Really?
Almost breaks the tackle and inside at the 18, Adam.
Beautiful connection. Peterborough's looking for a runtime play right now, but London finding something squeaky there. Now, they showed that look earlier, and they just ran a wedge play earlier on in the game, right? Now it's like, let's show that look again. They load the box up. We find that nice little shot over the middle, and, hey, now we're in striking distance.
All right, London's coming to play here in the second half. Let's keep it going.
3-by-2, a couple guys in motion. Kowalczyk having a look to the bottom of the screen, rolling out to his right side, puts this one in the air again, goes up trying to catch it, but gets batted down by Mr. Page playing on both sides of the ball. And
no, there's no PI on this either. He does a good job of undercutting that. That's just a great defensive play.
Good effort. Obviously, we're trying to connect with Madden Plett. And, we'll just go back and try her again. Nice ball, though, like really well thrown by Kowalczyk.
Yeah. Yeah, he throws a nice ball as we start to see the Thames River haze rolling over the field. This is going to be really, by tomorrow night at this time, this place is going to be foggy as it can be. Yeah,
well, we dealt with that a couple of weeks ago in the game, remember? Like, it looked like somebody had a fog machine in the end zone, and they were just barreling the thing. 2-by-2 queen look here for London as Kowalczyk looks across the middle, puts this one in the air, connects with his man, is brought down pretty immediately, but a nice little 5-6 yard pickup here for the Stangs.
Yeah, and again, it's just a little sit-down route. It's just a hook. Just come back to the ball. Good job. And again, we talked about it in the first game. We talked about it in the first half. Not a lot of broken tackles in this game for Peterborough. They wrap up. They do a great job. They're switching from a 4-man front to a 3-man front to an amoeba front. It's all over the place.
Yep. Okay. Now we found our connection to number 4 again. Doesn't go down immediately. Gets a couple of extra yards here. So Kowalczyk's going to find Plett.
First down and goal for the Mustangs inside the 10 at the 8.
So London with pretty much the best field position they've had all game, Ron.
Yep. Let's see if we can capitalize. You got to capitalize on this.
Do you hand this to the big back that's lined up behind you, or are we putting this in the air again?
No, I'm handing it off.
We're going to hand this one off to the big man who's going to cross the line. Touchdown, London Junior Mustangs.
Well, welcome back into the game here now. Announcing that they're coming to play here in the second half of football. Coach Mills and I talked about it. Hey, look, Peterborough scored 28 points in the first half. You got to score them one drive at a time, but why not you? So
number 9, Atlas, Hallowick, Tutty, 6 on the board. Let's bring the PAT squad out, Ron.
Great job for the Mustangs and a good answer to the first half. Great bounce back for London. We see late substitutions coming on. Here we go. Snap is down. The kick is away, and it is good.
All right.
7:32 left. Mustangs are on the board. 28-7, Adam.
And a nice little drive. I mean, obviously, putting it in the air a little bit, we give it to Atlas to finish the job. I really like that. It looks like they've been able to settle this offense down a little bit, Ron.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you gotta get the boys in check when you're going to get, you got blown out in the first half. No debating that, right? Okay, fellas, let's just lock in. All right, let's put some points on the board. Let's leave with our heads high. So, nice work from the boys putting 7 up. So
well, and again, what's your two positives? You force them on fourth down, turn it over on downs, and then you took the ball down and you scored. There you go. Now you need to do it again. You need that. Ideally, you want a quick 3 and out here for the Mustangs, but you got to stop them when you have the opportunities now.
Yep, looking like number 5 kicking this one, Callum Devlin.
Yeah, he's been their kicker all year. He's got a solid leg. He can put it here. Look at, why not kick the ball to the 45-yard line right down the middle there?
Yep, in that hole.
Yep.
I was going to say if we had it zoomed out a bit, we could draw that for you. But well, here we go. Nice deep kick here, Ron. Caught in the air by the Peterborough Wolverine. Looks like number 3. We'll get your name in a second. Who's going to get this up to about the 45-yard line? No, doesn't go out of bounds. Is finally brought down in front of the bench. And a healthy return for number 3, Diego Corkery. And Wolverines with great field position here, Ron.
Catch the ball in the air, tack it downhill, full speed. I prefer you go upfield more on that. But again, good cut, keeps driving his legs. I believe that was number 9 on the tackle for the Mustangs. So, first down for Peterborough in Mustang territory at the 52-yard line.
Well, little huddle time here for Peterborough. The clock's winding in, 7:18 on the board here. And we'll see Mr. Frew and company go back to work, Ron. 2x2 with that little stacked up H here for a little extra protection. Obviously, they're seeing something. Let's move him. Couple men in motion. Frew's just going to keep this one for himself. Up the middle, finds a big hole. Juking and jiving around a couple of guys. Enough for a first down here, Ron.
I thought it was almost procedure on that. I thought the offensive line moved a little bit early. Yeah, they kind of did. But no call on that. So what they're doing is the fullback's lining up right behind the guard, and they're literally pushing the guy up there. He's clearing that out. He's clearing the tackle out, and then the lead back is going up to the linebacker. So they're literally just getting outmanned at the point of attack.
Yeah, Hudson Dolph on the part of one of the 2 tacklers there. As Frew, bit of a low snap, is able to just navigate traffic, gets the edge, gets a great block by number 68. We'll get you a name there in a second. He's working to the edge, gets off one man, is finally brought down around the 25-yard line. But number 68 with the beauty seal on the outside there, Ron. That's Jackson Fammy. Hey, credit where credit is due. He was already finding work, as was 66.
66 is also just driving downfield.
Yeah, James Smythe Castillo. Got to give the big boys a little bit of love here, Ron. I mean, there's a reason Coach Jordan put offensive line as the top offensive players on this team on the form.
Love it. Absolutely love it. And they're playing thankless unit, and they're playing as a unit.
Yeah, 22 queen look again. And Frew, again, just following his blockers that are aplenty, and is going to grab at least 6 yards on this one. Should be about a 2nd and 4.
Great camera angle by cameraman Lawson on that.
Oh, it's Nathan down there.
Oh,
now,
it's Nathan down there. Yeah. He did okay then.
Yeah, there you go. Ronnie.
2nd and 5 for Peterborough.
There we go. Well, I mean, Peterborough really just kind of asserting their dominance right now, Ron. I think it's just, hey, we can block with 11. Frew can run behind it. And when, you got a mobile quarterback like this, I'm going to flex that as long as I can. So Frew, again, runs in, doesn't pick up many that time. Actually lost a couple, I think, Ron, or just made the line.
I think it got back to the line of scrimmage. Might have gave him a half a yard. It's pretty much back to the line of scrimmage on that. But again, that time the linebacker got underneath that block and was able to fill the gap.
Herschel Moses Weeks, the D lineman, involved in that tackle. Ron, big number 99.
Yeah, he's had a great year for the Mustangs. He's been one of their stalwart players. But again, they're double teaming him literally at the point of attack.
Yeah, Frew again following behind his blocker. He's got a man in the backfield. Nice little TFL for Orr, who's had, pressure all day and just shot out of a cannon through the gap here. Really great job.
Yeah, that time,
So is he a weak side B player?
Yeah, he's the weak side B. If we just get that one more time, you can kind of see that's the guy that's got to pick him up. Unfortunately, he just doesn't quite get there in time, or is off to the races.
Well, and somebody who's paid attention during Gator tackle class because that was beautiful. Yeah. 22 Queen here again.
4th down and 5, Adam.
Going for it. Frew. He's got a blocker out front at number 21. Finds a bit of a wall, but it'll be interesting where they get the spot here, Ron.
I don't think he got there.
Yeah, 54 in the mix on that.
Not.
Capone.
He's going to be about a half a yard short. Turn it over on downs, and the Mustang defense holds again.
That's nice. Ethan Peddle, number 21 for the Peterborough Wolverines, just finding work downfield for Frew, but really, really great job here. All, pursuing on our proper angles here, Ron, and shutting her down. So the Stangs backed up at the 15 will go back to work. But, hey, let's just look at the last drive. Calm, cool, collected. Yep. We moved the ball. We were able to run it. We were able to pass. Let's see what Coach comes up with here as we see 3 men go in motion. And Kowalczyk puts that one up. Can't find his man, incomplete, 2nd and 10.
So you had a little cross concept coming in underneath here. We're going to see that. You just kind of see there's your scissor, and you're just doing an exchange on that, and they're trying to hit the inside guy coming through. So it's almost like a natural pick is what they're trying to do. But to get that, you got to throw that ball to the outside because that's the guy that's coming clean.
Yeah, well, looks like we're getting spread again as Kowalczyk looks across the middle, puts this one up in the air. It is picked off by Page. Page has the edge. He's got a couple of guys to beat. A flag flies, and one more man. He's across. Touchdown Wolverines. But, Ron, what do we got back here? We got a lot of waving arms.
I think you got to peel back. That you can't. So basically what we're going to get here is you cannot come back right there.
It was just off, yeah.
Yeah. You cannot run towards your own end zone and block somebody.
Yes.
So that's the pedestrian block. That's the block that the blind side that they're trying to get away. The referees are going to put their 2 fists together, and that's going to be the call for it. It is a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It's going to come back, and Peterborough's going to retain possession, but it's going to be at the 45-yard line.
What's been Peterborough's MO today? We got to get a couple called back before we're allowed to score one.
Well,
it's like when you're playing basketball and coach says you got to pass it 5 times before you're allowed to shoot.
Yeah. So they're going to have the ball here with 3:10 left to go in the 3rd quarter, up 28-7. Yep, ball's at the 42-yard line.
Well, we are at about the 3-minute mark of the 3rd quarter here, Ron. Just a reminder, anybody watching, that QR code is for the Gridiron 50/50. We're going to have to double-check that number's been updated because that is a live feed from the website, and it's only $10, and you could win $30,000. So take a shot here as we see Frew under center, hands it off to Page. Page just going right back to work on offense here, Ron. Picks up 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, but you don't mind playing that small ball right now. Again, the clock's in your favor. You're up 3 scores. You're plus 3 scores right now, so more clock. And again, kind of like what we talked about in the first game. You don't necessarily have to score. You got to chew clock. Right now, the Mustangs need to stop them, preserve clock, and score. So their backs are really against the wall here.
Well, we're back into the split back look here for the Wolverines, and Frew's just going to take this one with a couple of lead blockers, but decent work by the defense, but he squeaks through. Finally brought down here by number 21 and Agent 0 of the London Junior Mustangs. So that's going to be Devin Majojo and Gennaro De Leon.
Yeah, De Leon's had himself a good game. He's had himself a really good season.
Well, you can't wear that 0 without being a dude.
No, exactly. The guys in the NFL who wear 0, they're dudes. So
yeah,
we're going to see another one wearing it tomorrow in Tate Kim.
Oh yeah, I'm pumped for that game.
We're going to talk about those games coming up here a little bit later on.
One man in motion here for Peterborough. Peterborough is going to give this to Page. Page
Cuts
finds
back.
a hole in the middle. Page has got the edge. Touchdown, Wolverines. Number 11, Mr. Page.
Yeah, and again, just really great vision. Cuts it back against the grain. Again, keep your head on a swivel. Understand where everybody is. Here's to press it, and then boom, cuts it out right there. Trying to make a block. No one there on the backside. And Wolverines go up, barring the extra point, 35. Got that 28-point lead back again.
Wolverines having themselves a bit of a day right now, Ron.
Yeah.
And you had the corner was kind of just inside leverage, so it's everything in their favor on that play.
Well, they've been inside leverage all game.
Yeah.
And when you're last man out there for the edge, the extra point
ting.
is good.
Well, we got a 35-7 matchup here, Ron. $1:40 on the clock here in the third quarter. And we've got 10 more games this weekend, Ron. You can join us here at London Football TV in partnership, powered by, if you will, 519 Sports Online. Be sure to head on over to their social pages. There's been some great highlight clips already shared tonight from these games. The way that they've got things sort of set up here as well, too, just to let you know, is they're doing the trophy ceremonies way in the end. So if we have issues with the wireless there, everybody just letting you know, those are being recorded as well, and those will be up. So we'll get you all the action here from the Champ weekend, but 10 more games tomorrow. We're currently in number 2 of the dozen happening here at Western this weekend. And the Peterborough Wolverines, thanks for watching. There's lots of people in the chat there, too, currently leading 35-7. And about to kick this one off. Deep shot to the top side of your screen. Gets it on the first bounce here. Ron's got a couple of blockers. And we are going to go out of bounds here at about the 38-yard line.
Just, good ball placement and everything else on that. And just really great play from start to finish. Hey, says something about Timbits and Freezies, eh?
I'm. That's all I'm consuming for the rest of the weekend. That's how we're getting through this weekend here, boys. I'm swapping all these brownies in the back room here for Timbits and Freezies.
I'm 2-bite brownies, like my old diabetic butt, just exactly what it needs. But
it's good for you. We thought when we were doing the groceries that we just got everything you needed. Here we go. London getting back to work. Kwasik, the same cast and characters here, rolling out to his right side. Escapes the first one, gets rid of this, but that'll be incomplete here, Ron. But takes a bit of a shot in the backfield, and he is down, so we'll probably have a quick little injury timeout.
Yeah, he there's 3 of them coming through here. Somebody misses the block, another guy, and then just it's a party at the quarterback, and everyone was invited on that play. So it's unfortunate on that. Get your backup quarter, which is Dopf, I believe.
Yeah.
Dopf is a good quarterback. He's got a good arm. Plays some offense, plays some defense as well, and some special teams. So he's got lots of action in the season.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to take a quick break on this injury timeout, and we're going to hear from our sponsor, Area 51.
You are greatness, yes, you really are. But why aren't you working with the best? Area 51 Sports isn't just a brand, it's a mission. Built for athletes who train like beasts and think like outliers. Built for schools and youth organizations that truly want to be the best. Engineered for performance. Designed to intimidate. Trusted by those who take their game seriously. These old school guys seem more focused on profiting off the game rather than supporting it. We've become the best at providing customers with the highest quality products and experience. When you wear Area 51, you're not just showing up, you're taking over. We do this for the athlete, for the game. At Area 51 Sports, we value people over profits. 10 toes down, boots on the ground, speaking to real people like you. Join the movement at www.area51sports.ca. You are great.
Area 51, our sponsor here tonight for this game. And again, just a great job here overall. Peterborough has dominated the offensive line and the defensive line in this game and done a fantastic job. Up 35-7. Mustangs with the ball, 2nd down and 10. You're in, Adam.
Oh, you brought all 3 of them in.
I
well,
brought
hey,
all 3 of
this
them
one's
in.
Let's put this on Shane's head.
What's up, Shane?
London football official. What is your role with London? What is your official role here, Shane, with the London Football Association?
Yeah, so I'm part of the executive. So behind the scenes stuff, making sure that we had all the support crew officials ready for this weekend. Make sure our officials had water, food, snacks, all that good stuff. Setting up our weekly meetings in the fall, as well as just administrative stuff. Making sure all of our officials are insured with the OFOA, and that there's a last-minute game that needs an official. It's one of the executive members who's leaving their family to go do the game.
There you go. So how many officials would you say traveled to London to cover this entire weekend?
Oh, that is a great question. 72 officials in total, and
Wow.
9 assignments went to London and Sarnia officials because we also cover Sarnia. So about 65, plus our OUA evaluators or OUA officials that are here evaluating us. So yeah, almost close to 100 officials would have traveled in.
So you guys have a room block at a hotel right now where, like, let's just say some flags will be flying later, right? No, that's good. Now, so you're here. I know a variety of the London officials are here to kind of welcome everybody and just kind of direct everything. So I see a lot of folks on the other side of the press box right now. So is there like a lot of training ability here to kind of teach some folks kind of what happens up here? Or you guys all just kind of hanging out in the press box on the other side there?
A little bit of both. There's 3 evaluators over there. One of them is responsible for looking at the 2 deep officials. One of them is responsible for the line of scrimmage officials, and then another one is looking at the referee and the umpire position. Just taking a 1,000-foot view, talking about mechanics, things that went well, things that didn't go well, game speed. I was on the 5 o'clock game, and one of the comments that I got was sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, yeah, deep shot down the field here. New quarterback, too, if I'm not mistaken here,
well,
Ron.
The quarterback got hurt
Right,
on that
correct.
last play, so he's got to come out 3 plays.
Right. So, and what's interesting there, too, Shane, is what a lot of people don't understand when they're at home is that you guys have film sessions no different than the players do. So run me through a ref film session that you guys would be going through.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're super lucky here in London. A lot of our games are live streamed, and we don't have to wait for Huddle to be uploaded. So
fun.
really, the game.
I wonder who does that.
Yeah,
Right.
super thankful for that guy. So as soon as the game's done, usually I'll go home and look at any big plays that happened.
Well, speaking of big plays, we're going to hand this one off to number 23 here of the London Junior Mustangs, and that's Cooper Ingram moving the chains. Keep going, Shane.
Absolutely. Yeah, so I'll look at the big plays usually the night after or the night of, and then through the week we'll get an email chain going with all the officials that are on the game, talking about any penalties that we might have missed or calls that were borderline, what we saw out there, as well as just overall temperature of the game, if emotions were high, what caused them to get high, what we can do better in the future to keep them a little bit more level-headed throughout the game, and also just picking plays apart that are hopefully we don't see very often, and saving those to our catalog of plays that we can review during our meetings, asking new officials during those meetings, what do you have on here? Here's what we ruled. Are we out to lunch? Are we correct? What would you have said? And yeah, just building up a library of plays that are interesting for various reasons. Good no calls, missed calls, as well as the tic-tacky borderline ones that could have gone either way. When you ask 100 officials, some of them say absolutely great no call, and the other 50 will say, no, you're a bonehead.
Well, as we launch this ball down the field, it just goes through the hands of number 6. That's going to be Hannigan, James Hannigan. And we're seeing quite the passing game happening now here after a quarterback change up to Adlis Hallowick, just chucking the rock here. So last kind of thing here, Shane, if I've done the level 1 course, I thought it was very beneficial. I actually learned some stuff there too. I think anybody should go and take it. So how do people get involved if they want to join the Zebras, if you will?
Absolutely. So the OFOA on their website, there is a Become an Official tab where you put in your local city, region. There's different different associations throughout the province, sometimes by city, sometimes by general area. And then someone from that association, one of the executives, will send you an email, ask you, what your football background is. Do you officiate other sports? That's what we do here. It's really we had a basketball official who started to officiate with us, and they caught on super quick because they already know what being a sports official is.
Yeah.
And it's really just learning the nitty gritty of football. You don't really have to teach them how to stay calm, how to talk to coaches, how to talk to players. These are young athletes, right? Depending on what they do for work, they haven't talked to someone who's 14 or 16 years old in a long time, right? If they're not a teacher or whatever. So, yeah, definitely a bunch of different ways to get involved.
Well, I could definitely say that in the scouting report, you guys are probably usually pumped when it's a basketball referee who wants to join you, right? Not like a baseball umpire who's used to standing for a couple hours, right? So you guys move around on that field, so we appreciate that. So we missed a bit of a call here, Ron.
The
did you see what it
unnecessary
was?
roughness was called against Peterborough. It's a 15-yard penalty at the end of the run.
We could have checked our Football Canada official signals guide here to double-check that if we needed to.
I've seen that call a number of times.
That's one of the ones that isn't misinterpreted all too often.
Exactly. Well, Shane, we appreciate you jumping on, man. This has been great to get caught up with you as well, too, and we'll definitely get you on more over the weekend. And you'll be up here anyways, right? So we'll get you rolling. So London back to work here, Ron, is we're going to hand this off to Ingram. Ingram's going to find himself a nice little hole up the middle, pick up about 5-6 yards here.
Yeah, solid run there. And again, that's that slice counter that they like to do. You're going to see the motion coming across. There he is coming across, and then just cuts up right underneath it there. And just a fantastic job of following his blocks and doing a good job at the point of attack.
So 35-7 here for the visiting Peterborough Wolverines as Atlas hands this one off to Ingram, but Ingram is shut down in the backfield here, Ron. Number 96 for the Peterborough Wolverines. What a big tackle there for the big man. I think we said his name a bunch earlier. That's going to be Andrew Briggs. And that'll back the Stangs up here, Ron.
So, okay, PSA for anyone who's watching or anything else, these are not flags on the field. 91 for Peterborough has orange cleats, and it's driving me nuts. Just because every time I look down there, I go, oh, crap, there's a penalty. Oh, no, it's his feet. So.
Yeah. That would, what's his name, played for the U18s. Drake Logan used to always have orange everything. Flags, gloves, cleats, and his little flag towel thing would fall off all the time, and you would think it was a flag.
But no, it's not.
No.
It's just...
It would be not a flag, Ron. Joe Harris, LFTV Pick'em Show aficionado, saying he wants to sign up for level 1. So, hey, we might have a new referee, Mr. Ron.
I will call those games.
Atlas Hallowick at the helm. Rolling out to his right side. Launches this one deep. Looking for number 17 of the Stangs. Incomplete. Was trying to find our man, Matthew Newman.
Turn it over on downs. I believe that was 4th down.
I think
it was. Yep. So turn it over on downs. 35-7. Peterborough continues to lead. 9:16 left. We're pretty much running out of time at this point for a comeback.
Yeah, I mean, Peterborough just needs to come out right now, just run, and they could easily take 6 minutes off of this clock.
Well, their opening drive, they literally took 8.5 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, possession time
and
pretty
really
high for them.
established the tone of this game.
Well, here we go. Peterborough back to work here. The pride of the 705 here, Ron.
This has been a really, really good-looking football team, and they're well-coached, and these are smart football players.
Yep, Frew going to hand it off to, I believe, number 5 this time. So new back in Foster James.
I think it's a new quarterback. It's number 17 in now.
No, that's still Frew.
Okay.
Yep.
My bad.
That's okay, Ron. Broken clock.
Twice a day.
There you go.
Right, Simon?
Just don't bring Simon into this.
I bring Simon into that every time it comes up.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 1 for the Peterborough Wolverines as Frew under center.
Great camera angle.
He's going to hand this one off to his man again, James, who's going to pick up a 1st down. About 4 yards, too. Nice, healthy carry.
Yeah, there's been no answer to that play all game. You're running that power offset. you're outmanning them at the point of attack, and they've bounced it outside. They've ran it inside. When they want to chew clock, it seems to be an inside run. When they really want to go a big run, it's been that quarterback power. Just really good, dominant, well thought out game plan here by Peterborough.
Yep. As Frew hands this one back to his back again, who's going to pick up another healthy 5 yards here. Run Springer about 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and it's nothing fancy. It's like what Coach Mills and I talked about in the first half. It's nothing fancy. It's smart, fundamental football, and it's outmanning them at the point of attack and getting more blockers than they have tacklers, and you get 5 yards to carry. And again, it's being consistent for the entire game. So like Peterborough came in here with a game plan of how they want to do and what they want to execute, and they've executed that plan almost flawlessly. London's really showed up well in the second half, holding Peterborough to 1 score and scoring that other one. Penalty flag.
Penalty flag flies, but before that,
false start.
Our man Foster James was having himself a nice little inside run here, but
Yep.
I think somebody jumped there on the line.
Yeah. So it was. I think they're trying to explain to the young man what he did, and he wasn't having any part of it. He was getting a little upset, but life goes on.
Are you saying teenagers don't want to listen, Ron?
Well, no, I don't think they do.
Sorry, I'm just playing around too much here.
Love it.
Well, here we go, Ron. Backed up a little bit more. This should be a 2nd and 9.
That power offset.
We just give this back to James. Yep. Now we get this kind of sniffed out in the middle. He bounces off of it, so he's going to pick up a couple here, Ron, but this should bring up probably 3rd and 7.
Yep, a good solid gain there. Number 99, the defensive lineman for the Mustangs, made first contact, bounced off of that, turned it into the linebackers, and short gain on the play.
Number 99, Moses Weeks.
Yep. Again, this is not the outcome that, the Mustangs were hoping for today.
Well, here we are.
Let's give credit where credit is
due. We were at 9 and change, right? We've been able to melt 3 minutes off the clock here, just trucking the ball down the field as we give this back. Oh no, we're going to roll this out. We get the jet man here coming across the speed, which was number 3. That's Corkery, Diego.
Yeah, and a gain of about 2 on that play, maybe 2, about 1. Going to have the ball at the 41-yard line. 4th down and about 5 here for Peterborough. There's a great, if we can just get that replay one more time here. Watch at the very end. Welcome to Western's Field, right there.
Yeah, it's an ice rink, even in the summertime. So as we're down under the 6-minute mark here, Ron, of Game 2 of 12 this weekend live here on London Football TV, we've got the Peterborough Wolverines just under 6 minutes here away from hoisting the cup in the far end zone as we give this one back off to our inside run. We're trying to get something to the outside,
tackle.
but not going to happen for Frew this time.
That's
a little TFL. And
Mustangs.
Turnover on downs.
Yeah, and again, there's run the clock. That's what they're trying to do here. It's gotten to the point where, coming back in this game, unless you've got some magic in like 1 or 2 plays, it's not going to happen. But Peterborough is from start to finish have been, in my opinion, the better team in this game, and the scoreboard tends to indicate that as well.
Well, nobody can call us homers on this broadcast, Ron.
No, you can't.
We're trying to call this as right down the line as possible, and that'll be very easy tomorrow when all the games are except for one.
There is a big one.
There is a big one tomorrow with the London team in it, but the rest of them, we will be as impartial as possible.
Those 2 teams from Ottawa coming down tomorrow, they're very, very good.
Atlas Hallowick still in the backfield with Ingram here, Ron. So we sent a couple of guys in motion. Atlas having a look.
A little bit of pressure coming, and then wasn't able to step into the pass. We just see the incomplete here.
All right.
I think his arm was hit coming out when he was trying to deliver that, so a little bit of pressure. So 2nd down and 10 here for the Stangs.
Yeah, Hallowick with his man Ingram again. Same look from the Stangs. A few gentlemen swag to the line, as our good friend Johnny Urban used to say, and Ingram has himself a nice little inside run here for about 5-6 yards.
Yeah, and again, a good inside run. It's just that power play again. We're going to get that replay. Watch the pullers. One, kick it through, and you're just trying to run up through that alley. That's exactly what they're doing on that. So good. Look, if you can run that with success, that's 4-down football. That's a murder play. Like, there's no way of stopping it if you're getting 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, and we've got a gentleman down at the moment, so quick little injury timeout here, Ron, and we will be right back with you. All right, Ron. Well, it looks like our injured player, who I think was Ingram.
No, I think
no,
it's 51.
So 51 was probably just caught up in mix-up there. So
yeah, with the offensive line and the defensive line.
So that's going to be Hudson Roberts. So still 4:22 on the clock here, Ron. We will have sounds like they're actually moving the ceremony to the 55, which is exciting. So
awesome.
We should have the wireless down there to pick up as much of that action as possible. And we'll hang up here and listen to what Chris Lyon says on the PA if we need to know anything. But he should have the information up there. So
Adam, what's the first game tomorrow if people are interested?
The first game tomorrow, Essex Ravens coming to town, playing the Kingston Grenadiers.
Nice.
Here we go. Atlas Hallowick's going to just take this snap and run the middle and pick up a nice little healthy chunky yards here, Ron, about 4 or 5.
Oh, he got more than that. He got enough to move the sticks.
Okay, sorry. The stick referee was moving kind of slow. So here we go. Diz pick up a first down. So we will scrimmage here from the 23-yard line-ish, 22. 3:50 on the clock. Hallowick at the helm still with his man Ingram behind him. He's going to hand this one to Ingram. Ingram drops the ball in the middle, but is able to recover it. He's probably going to lose at least a yard here.
Unfortunately, that's just kind of been the story for the Stangs tonight. You know, nothing really going their way when they try to get a little bit of momentum going. Unfortunately, it's snuffed out. 2nd down and 13.
And a shout out here. I'll get you this after the play here. Hallowick at the helm. Ingram still with him, 2 by 2. Ingram's going to stay in. No, let's hand it to him. Ingram's got the edge. He's going to hustle to the outside here, Ron. Actually, this is number 25. Gets brought down, but a nice healthy run. That's going to be number 25. That's Jaden Lim on the ball on the carry. Hustling to the outside here, Ron. Great blocks from the O-line, of course, setting everything up. And is eventually brought down by number 36 of Peterborough. So that's going to be Devin Clydesdale.
Again, just solid tackling by all the teams that we've seen here tonight.
Yep. And a shout out to Jennifer Duval in the chat right now saying she's loving being able to catch the game still because she couldn't head to the stands. So we appreciate you watching here, Jennifer. Please remember to like and subscribe to us and 519 Sports.
course.
And if you feel like it, head on over to OSFL_official while you're at it. Well, here we go, Ron. 2:47 on the clock right now, sir. And Atlas just going to follow this wall of blocks. Great shot here from cameraman Nathan. And we're going to pound that rock, and they are backing it up.
Why are we backing it up? Oh.
Oh, shoot. He was on his knee. Okay.
I missed that. I completely missed that.
Yeah, well, the camera angle switched to that end zone shot, so I was just – no, it was a great shot. I just we didn't see the knee, and I shouldn't have been watching the screen. Here we go.
4th down and 7 here for the Mustangs.
Clock at 2:29. All sorts of movement here for London. They're just getting reset. Atlas pulls this one. Going to try and get the edge. He makes one man miss. He's got the edge here. 15. Going to bring him down here at about the 9, but that'll be a fresh set of downs for the junior Mustangs.
Wow. Able to turn the corner on that.
Yeah. It's like I like that he obviously I'm assuming Hallowig's probably their changeup back, right? Where they had Kowalczyk in, he's a little more finesse guy, but like Hallowig's, they're like, hey, he's probably the short yardage guy most of the time, or when they run that wedge package.
He literally is their short yardage back.
Yeah.
Or their short yardage quarterback. They just run QB power with that.
Yeah, and we're going to hand this one off to Lim. Lim's got a hold! Touchdown, Junior Mustangs! Number 25. Jaden Lim to the end zone here, Ron.
Yeah, just good job following his blockers downfield. It's just that power, it's just, quote-unquote, that power. It's so hard to stop. You run it successfully, and again, it's great to see the Mustangs. They never quit in this game. They battled all through to the very end, which they continue to do. 35-13 for the Wolverines.
And nice little chip shot. Okay, 35-14. 2 minutes on the clock here, Ron. And, London putting a nice little drive together there. I mean, Kowalczyk was great. I'm a big quarterback guy. I'm a Matty Stafford fan. So, anytime you get kind of a bigger body here, it's fun to see him working it. But, yeah, the 14s here doing a good job of staying in this game right now, Ron.
Yeah, and again, the Mustangs got, completely caught off guard, I believe, in the first half there. They weren't quite ready for what Peterborough was going to bring. Peterborough caught them, and 4 scores. Since the half, it's been kind of the game that we expected it to be going into this game, that we kind of expected it to be. And again, some great matchups tomorrow, kicking it off at 9:30 in the morning with a long bus ride for the G-men.
Which interesting. The game tomorrow morning. Sorry, you were asking me about that earlier. Kingston and Scarborough had to play on Tuesday night because of all the smoke games getting pushed. So they didn't even know what they were doing until essentially Tuesday night, probably at 8:00, because they played at 6. So and then we've got after that we got Myers at Waterloo, Durham, and then into the big boys.
Yeah.
Durham, Cumberland, London, Cumberland, Kingston, Hamilton, and Kingston beating out Niagara 37-34 and a heartbreaker for the boys from Niagara, but quite the game. I caught a bunch of film on it. So, and then, Sunday, a whole 5 more games here, Ron. So tomorrow morning, you'll catch the games with Coach Caranci from CCH High School here in London, Ontario, and Dylan Sherville, who you know from the Pick'em Show, from a bunch of broadcasts with us. He's a coach at the Cold Kings, and he'll be here to do the first 2 games in the morning. So.
And U12 AAA Junior Provincial Champion Mustangs.
Absolutely, yeah, who had the chance to take over as the offensive coordinator, and Coach Bruno DeSanto just taking that head coach role and just going for it. So, yeah, pretty cool to see those 12s having a blowout win last week at York University. So the Wolverines going back to work here, but he's been referring to them as the Wolves in the chat, which is, I'm sure you can say it either way here, Ron. But let's hand this off to our back, and he's going to get stuffed at the line, actually lose 2, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, and again, it's just that I think they got a different back in there now. They're rolling their guys with under 2 minutes left to go, second down and 11. I would imagine Peterborough staying overnight tonight and then driving home tomorrow morning.
Yeah, because that's about a 4-hour drive from here. Maybe
Higher. That's longer than 4 hours.
well, 407 to the 115. I mean, yeah, you're not going home to get home at 2 in the morning. I get it. The Delta Armories downtown is going to be full of celebrating Peterborough Wolverines tonight.
I think the dorm behind
Oh,
us full of
you never know.
celebrating Peterborough
All right,
Wolverines.
as we hand it off
Great
to our back in the
tackle.
backfield, but really nice tackle here from the London Junior Mustangs defensive line. Found a nice little hole in the middle.
55 there.
55 for London, Ontario is going to be Dean Williamson on the tackle run. Buck 23 as the clock rolls
Again,
down.
What we talked about at the start of this broadcast is, this is the double A's at this level. But a lot of times what you see in these games is these teams are like a year away.
Mm-hmm.
And watch out kind of for these things. I know the junior Mustang team is primarily made out of 13-year-olds.
Correct.
On this team.
Yeah. Well, as Frew takes a snap here in the pistol, finds the edge and some, is able to regain a bunch of yards here, but that's probably going to bring up about 4th and 6 here, Ron.
Yeah, you got it back to the 50-yard line, beyond it, just about to the 51. And are we going to see a punt team coming on? Wholesale changes for Peterborough? What do we got going on?
Could be.
Punt. Well, I don't think you have 12 men out there right now.
No, this is just. So we've got two guys onside.
Two men well onside there, 2 blockers, 2 shield protectors, and a punter. Here we go.
Little U14AA punt action here, Ron.
Nice.
Quickie right away.
Wow.
Nice punt. Going to be returned here by, I believe, Ingram. Picks up a couple of yards. So we got 40 seconds while the clock stops. 41 seconds left here for the Stangs to come out and get a couple of plays here, Ron. What are you calling here? You got a couple plays left. Your season's about to be over.
Well, traditional play I would run near the end of the season would be a Fumbaruski.
Oh, I like it.
I
Something fun.
Yeah, look at that. Doesn't matter what the score points says at this point. The results kind of end. Let's give somebody a memory that they're never going to forget.
Yeah.
I got news for you. In 5 years, no one's going to remember the score of this game. They're going to know Peterborough won, but nobody's really going to remember the score of this game. Give a guard a chance to carry the football. He will take that to his grave.
Heck yeah. 41 seconds rolling down. Atlas Hallowick at the helm, having a look deep. Throws this one across the middle. And he was looking for number 33 of the Junior Mustangs.
Great coverage by 45 there.
Yep, that's going to be Jackson Misalauskas.
But you see, going back to the Fumbaruski, nobody runs that anymore because everyone's in pistol.
Right.
You need to be under center to do that.
Peterborough, I know. Traditionally, people are in pistol nowadays. Peterborough, a lot of under center tonight.
Yeah.
There's way more than I thought we were going to see. Where we go, Hallowick still at the helm here. He's going to finish off the game. 35 seconds on the clock. The Peterborough fans have just dumped the water, I believe, on the far side. The Gatorade bath has happened. Hallowick finds his man in, I think, 81. Yes, sir. And that's going to be a nice completion to McGill, Rowan McGill.
Gain of 6 on the play. We're looking at 3rd down and about 4 here. Yeah, 3rd down and about 4. Mustangs break the huddle 2-by-2. Offset King.
Yep, and we're going to hand this to the back. Nice little lead blocker out front of him. Gives him a little shove. Says, keep pushing, baby. Picks up a 1st down.
Is that Coop? 23?
Yeah, I think it's Ingram.
Yeah, Cooper Ingram.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been the Mustangs, their guy this year. Peterborough definitely came in with a game plan to shut him down and limit his success tonight. And like everything else, that This is a well-coached team that was very, very well prepared for this game, and caught London, I think, completely off guard and dominated.
Well, I mean, I was concerned when they were over in the soccer field warming up for like an hour and a half in the heat.
Yeah.
That's sometimes that can be to your detriment here at this field because it's already hot enough. But I guess with the night game, it's all good. But the boys from Peterborough had the staying power in them here.
Well, and another big thrill for a lot of these guys. For some of these guys, this might be their first time under the lights.
Correct. Yeah. In this facility too,
Yeah.
which is pretty awesome. Well, here we go, Ron. About 12 seconds. Maybe London gets a couple more plays here as Hallowick sends a couple of guys in motion and rolls out to his right. He's in trouble. Just turns and burns on the bottom side of your screen right now. He's picking up blocks. Gets through the first couple men here, and that's going to roll the clock down to zeros. Congratulations to the Peterborough Wolverines. They are your champions in this matchup, 35-14 over the London Junior Mustangs. A great job from both of these teams, Ron. And a big congrats to the boys who traveled here from Peterborough. They'll be lining up here to raise that cup and get the pennant here. Congratulations once again. Ron, final thoughts on the game before we get things set up for the trophy ceremony.
Again, I was so impressed with how Peterborough attacked London systematically, really punished London for any decision that they wanted to make on defense. Literally ran where they weren't. Overall today, 2 games at Adam, the first couple games out of the way. Excellent football.
Yeah.
Great, this is tackle football, and tackling was on full display here in both these games. And I'm so excited. Can't wait for the next couple games that are coming up here, starting tomorrow at 9:30 a.m.
Thank you, Ron. Well, we'll take a quick break here while the handshakes are going down. Again, a big congratulations to the Peterborough Wolverines, and we'll be back with you shortly for the trophy presentation.
Defensive MVP from the London Junior Mustangs, number 40, Jackson Orr.
Football rules.
The offensive MVP for tonight's game from the Peterborough Wolverines, number 17, Xavier Frew.
Peterborough captains.
Congratulations again. The captains accept the banner for the Ontario Summer League and goes to U14AA.
Go celebrate. Yeah, go celebrate.
I think I had two.
Flip this back. Go this side. That's fine. All right, we're down here on the field with Xavier Frew, who is a OSFL champion tonight. That was quite a celebration at the end for you guys. Clearly, it's super meaningful. How proud are you of the group and what they just accomplished?
Yeah, it feels great. I mean, for offense, I want to give a shout out to the O-line. We had some crazy blocks. Ethan Petto and Levi going through the middle, smashing guys. Just loved it. And the defense, I mean, they played great. Awesome stops, and we're glad to win this.
You guys look super prepared tonight. Do you give credit to the coaches for that? Did you have a good week at practice? It just seemed to really flow for you guys all night, Xavier.
Of course we did. I mean, the coaches, they brought us all the way here, practice. I mean, they just did great. I don't know what to say.
What are you most proud of with the group? The heartbeat and the work that went into it, just the guts, or, you know, when you look back at this team, what are you going to remember the most, do you think?
I just feel like every game we played, we were ready. We came. No one was feeling it. We were really into it. We knew what we were doing.
I'll be honest with you, you're a beast out there tonight. You had some big plays, 2 touchdowns, passing touchdown as well. How did you come into the game with the right mindset? I know you're going to credit your O-line and the guys around you. Well done, my friend. You played a great football game.
Thank you. Just come like any other game, prepared. Just treated this like another game. Like it was super special to be here. I'm glad we made it. And yeah, it was awesome.
Xavier Frew, OSFL champion tonight. Congratulations. Safe bus ride back to Peterborough, and congrats on being a champ, my friend.
Thank you.
What a great interview, what a great kid, and what a great game for the Peterborough Wolverines. Let's send it back up top to Adam and Ron to close out the night here from Western University. Big win for the Wolverines. Back up to you guys.
Thanks so much, Darren. An absolute W for the good folks from Peterborough Wolverines. And we wish them all the best and safe travels back to Peterborough. Thanks so much for joining us here at London Football TV all night for these last 2 games. And we will be right back here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. to get a little Kingston Ethics game going. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.